look like it's fucking winter time.
Yes, it is. It's cold. I don't like it.
You really do look like it's winter time.
Because it's cold. I saw someone was saying how their kiddie pool froze.
All right, is that where you're going to sit? No, you're fine. You're fine there. I just need
to... I'm too loungy. I have to sit for it.
Okay. Well, you got so much stuff on, we're not really going to see anything if you do want to be loungy.
Okay.
This might not be good.
Why?
Because I can't really see it. It's almost like I have to look around to see it.
Well, you've got to move it then.
Okay. I'll move it. How about that? Yeah, see, I can make good eye contact with you. There we go. Almost. Love, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Wish it were warmer though.
Yeah, the outdoor studio is a tad bit cool. Is this meet your approval?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Not your fall colors.
Holy moly.
Well,
hey.
Well. Who am I to talk? I look like I'm in Alaska.
Yeah, what does holy moly mean?
I don't know.
Somebody took me to task about that on YouTube today.
Holy moly,
yeah.
Or what was the other thing?
No, I said holy moly.
My Lanta.
No, not holy moly. Oh, my Lanta, yeah.
Oh, my Lanta, yeah.
Yeah, oh, my Lanta. Is that? Is there anything wrong with that?
I don't think so, but what do I know?
All right, well, salute to you.
Cheers.
Whoops, that was kind of, I did the...
Oh, I thought it was me.
No, it was me. Kind of the rapper squeak, I guess. That's what I'm calling it. Does that make me old if I say that?
No.
A rapper, that sound means... Yeah, that sound.
Yep.
All right.
Cute puppies.
I was going to say, I want to set this up for everyone. There are, in my eyesight, 6 black dogs. First off, where are we starting here? Where are we going with this? Because it's going to be very easy for me to just go off on a tangent.
Yep. Yeah. You love your tangents.
All right. Puppies. Good? Mm-hmm. I'll let you speak.
No.
First off. And if next time I'm there and or when you go there, I'm buying. First off, I suck at pork belly burnt ends. Oh, my Lanta.
All right, next time you go there, next time I go there, and what you were saying was you want to buy another pork belly.
Buy one, so I can redeem myself, or at least attempt to redeem myself.
Man, I don't think my heart arteries have recovered yet.
Scott Moody says we can just eat little bits at a time. He said freeze it's really still good. Like you can reheat it, frozen. He says it's good.
We did that with the what was that sausage thing with the pineapple?
Well, that and the pulled pork. We always think the pulled pork.
Yeah.
Love here. Just do this. There you go.
My hair.
Yeah, we always think that the pulled pork
does well after freezing, reheating it. Yeah,
almost like it almost tastes better, huh?
Damn, let's not talk about that because oh man, my mouth just starts watering.
I do have to say, on the grill, on the pellet smoker, that is probably our favorite, right?
Yep.
With ribs, a close second.
Maybe they're equal. For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that. But in cook time, it takes about the same. It really, the prep and the cook, I would say it's about the same time. No?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, what?
I'm going to have to help her.
What happened?
She's trying to pull the toy
Oh, she'll get it. Pull. There, I told you she'd get it. I told you she'd get it. She's full of herself. She's going to get angry. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to reel myself in. Re-reel or just reel in?
Reel in.
And speaking of the mash dog, is she on the IRL?
I just call it the DL.
The unable to compete?
Disabled list.
Disabled list. That's what she's on. She's on the DL. They're on the hummingbird. The hummingbird feeders are back at it, even though it's kind of...
All right, don't go there. Let's just finish the thought here, Jeffrey.
It's only like 50 degrees. She's
on the DL because we had an unfortunate accident happen last Saturday.
Yes.
Which we don't know exactly what happened, which is kind of frustrating.
Well, we know it happened right there.
Yeah, somewhere in that
We know
vicinity.
it happened right there, and... Oh, there's hummingbird again.
I see him.
When are there going to be more than just one, though?
All right, finish your thought.
I think it's still too cool. My thought is that you can't say that we weren't, obviously we were not watching exactly her.
Yeah, we were.
Or them. But, I mean, we were here in the area. We were within 10 yards of them,
right? 4 adults.
Yeah.
Sitting out here.
We may have been drinking a little bit. I don't know.
Nope.
I can't remember.
No, because we just got home. Okay. So, maybe we all had maybe one drink.
No. Well, okay. What?
I don't think that's funny.
What's funny?
I don't think it's funny.
What?
You laughing, saying you drinking and the dog got hurt.
No. But you had said we weren't drinking.
No.
Well, that's why I started laughing. Not about the dog getting hurt. Come on. Come over here and I'll smack you. No. Politely and lovingly, I'll smack you. Love, did I drive to Pet's ER?
Yes.
Did you ask me, was I able to drive to Pet's ER?
I don't think I did. I asked you how many drinks you'd had.
So I had been drinking.
Yes. We'd all had maybe one drink.
Oh, I thought you said we had not been drinking.
Well, yes,
yet.
I did say that. But drinking, where we sloshed. No. We'd all just got home and we'd all just poured one drink and we'd probably just finished one drink.
So there's like degrees of drinking.
Yes, to me.
All right. I had no troubles driving. No. But you were concerned. You were like, how much did you have to drink?
Yeah, of course.
It's my first one, Karen.
Well, I don't want to get pulled over either.
I didn't go fast.
No. So, Pet's ER in Salisbury, about 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, after we looked everywhere else that we could, potentially take her. And, of course, it was on a weekend. Of course, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, it was actually, to me, it was 4 because most everybody closed at 3 or 3:30. Like, we just missed.
We just missed 3
everybody,
or 3:30,
right? Yeah. Anyway, her foot. So she's kind of out of the puppy training program right at the moment. Yes, she's being very much a puppy, and she's still very full of herself. She still likes to mix it up with everybody, and we had to kind of curtail that. Henceforth, why she is in a little pen on her own at the moment, I guess. Whereas the other three little ones
have free range.
Yeah, free range. And where's the other big one go?
Well, there's 3 there. There's 2 there, and Pinky's on the bed.
Well, where's Rye?
Oh, Rye Dog is here laying in the sun.
Okay, because I said I could see 6. All right, so let's rewind a little bit. Yes, I failed miserably. Thought it'd be really fun. Really look forward to Jeff and Judy coming down from Prince Edward Island, Canada. I don't know how many years ago or seasons ago. Look, that hummingbird doesn't care about those birds. Dogs.
All right. Can you stay on topic, please?
I don't know how many years ago it was, seasons ago it was, but I think it was really between you and Jeff. I don't think he really ever said it to me. But anyway, Jeff said that he would, and I guess I don't want to leave Judy out of it, but that they would take a puppy from Rye. Well, because we talked about breeding her, right?
Yep.
So that day finally came.
They were 8 weeks of age, and everyone's schedules figured out.
The day finally came that we bred Rye.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then 8 weeks later, after the birth of everyone, I don't know what number she was, but they picked the green collar.
She was 4. 3rd or 4th.
4. No, she was 4. She was 4 and she was green.
Yep.
And that was Judy's decision.
Yeah, Elma T was 3rd then.
And Mash was number 1. Gaff, Orange was number 2. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, long story short. No, it's going to be a long story. It's not going to be short. It's going to be a very long story. Jeff and Judy make their way down from PEI. We really thought we could, way back in the day, oh, there's some wind, way back in the day that we could meet them, like halfway. Pick something convenient, on and on and on. It'd be cool, whatever. And then all of a sudden we realized that we were going to have a whole bunch of dogs with us.
Yeah.
And then maybe it really wouldn't work out well. Which, hindsight, probably a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
Right? And Jeff, if you are listening, I know Judy doesn't listen, but Jeff, if you're listening, we truly appreciate you and Judy making the effort to come down and pick Sage up.
And Sawyer. Yep.
Yeah, and Sawyer came too, yes. But yeah, that definitely saved a lot of stress that...
trying to find an Airbnb that would take 3, 7, 8 dogs.
Yeah, and last week I don't know. Well, I guess I do know to some degree, but maybe some of the other aspects I don't know. But I just told you. What?
Sorry, 9 dogs.
Nine dogs. Is that what it was?
That's what it would have been.
Oh yes. 9 dogs. I think. Well, maybe yeah. But basically, I told you I was feeling out of sorts, right? Mm-hmm. And the one, maybe not that night. Because what's my famous line to you?
Oh God! Don't do this.
Do you want me to tell you the truth?
Yes.
So for everyone that does not know, Karen gets infuriated when I ask her that.
Yeah, because what else is there? I'm your wife. You better bloody tell me the truth.
And I tell you the truth, but I just like saying that. Like after we have a talk, then the next morning I was like, "Do you really, want me to tell you the truth?"
Yeah. And like right now we're just talking about it. It makes my head kind of just pop.
Well, I always add more to what I was talking about.
Yeah, but why would you preface it with, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" No, that's all I want is the truth.
And I am truthful to you. You have access to everything I have. I have no secrets.
All right.
My money's your money. Right?
Yeah.
My phone, same codes, whatever, Face
Yeah,
ID.
yeah.
Like I don't hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I probably tell you too much. Right?
You just embellish. Is that the right word?
When I say I tell you too much, I mean there's probably some topics that I tell you about that you probably
When I say
you could live without it.
yeah.
Right. So I'm saying I'm very open and I tell you lots of things. But at the same time, can't remember what it was the next day I said, but I was like, "You want me to tell you the truth?" Anyway, Jeff and I had lots of things on my mind. But yeah, I was actually excited about Jeff and Judy. Very happy that they were coming down.
Yep.
I look forward to it.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
But it was a very hectic week. But most of the weeks have been, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
because all the puppies were leaving that week because the 17th they turned 8 weeks.
I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining that it has been go, right? And when we all get together, especially on PEI at Shaw's, you even had to reel me back in. You're like, "Stop. No, don't buy oyster.
Oh,
Stop.
Yeah.
We always have too much food.
The
Stop."
4 of us we go overboard.
Right. Well, at least we won't speak for them, but we do.
Yeah, we just, have all these, grandiose ideas about all the meals we're going to try, and we've sent each other recipes throughout the year, and we'll do this when we go to Canada, and we'll try that, and we buy all this stuff, and then, damn, we're just too full. Our, eyes are bigger than our bellies.
Yes, but the pork belly burn ends. Mm-hmm. That was on my radar, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Just happened to be rolling through Food Line. They had this whole little, I won't say a locker, but a little cooler, a freestanding cooler. Mm-hmm. They were like $5.99 a pound. It's like, man, that's pretty decent. It's something I've been on my radar. I want to try. Mm-hmm. And I thought that, I don't know about Judy, but I thought Jeff would appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And I just felt horrible, man.
It was still really tasty, though.
Well, it was tasty, yeah, but it was far. I mean, it was like 30. I told Scott Moody, I was like, man, I said it was because I told him I was doing them. He's like, how'd it turn out? I was like, Scott, it just wasn't. Pinky and mash.
See,
what?
Lucky. Well, that accident policy we just took out doesn't cover them until Monday.
Yeah,
so.
I'm like, hey! All right, enough. Hey. All right, I muted my mic so I could yell.
Oh, puppies.
We love puppies, evidently. Evidently.
Yeah. Maybe Jeff even loves them more than I do, if that's possible.
Evidently, we love dogs.
Absolutely.
So when Jeff and Judy were here, I'm going to rewind back to the pork bellies, and they were like, "Oh, this is so neat." It's like, yeah, well, imagine what it was like when 9 of them were here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was nuts.
The most, generally and typically each morning, it was at least, sometimes 6, but I would say it definitely averaged 5. 5 dogs on one toy going 5 different ways at one time, and just having at it.
It
so
was cute.
I'm going to do it one more time.
Hey, mash.
Probably yell at Pinky, probably more successful.
My voice is still messed up from this morning. I can't.
No, don't even.
I don't even know how I did not have an aneurysm this morning. Dog training. for those who don't know, because they weren't there, but you were. All right, so pork belly. I did my research, and I did exactly what was told. And basically, they were overcooked / burnt, right?
Yes.
Or you give your definition of.
Yeah, I mean, they were called burnt ends, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think, like just to eyeball it, they looked burnt, and so I don't know. Jeff followed the recipe, to the T, but just they were hard. They resembled rawhide.
They were burnt. I even told Jeff sitting where you were. I was like, Jeff, you don't have to eat these. No, I'm good. I'm good. And then after a couple, he's like, okay.
Yeah. But that was still good though.
Yeah, but like at least a quarter, a third, and some of them half was good. Like of the piece, right?
Yeah.
But after that, it got pretty nasty.
Yeah, they were almost like jawbreakers.
Yeah, and just had to be careful with them. So
Yeah.
all right, so that started out. The trip.
Yeah, we wanted to have this nice, yummy meal for them when they arrived.
And I remember clearly saying when Jeff, Judy, Paulie, and Stacy showed up in end of January, I did the simple and easy and simple. I was going to throw cheap in there too. Frozen Food Line meatballs. What are they? What are they? The mini Little Franks.
Oh yeah.
What do you call them? Mini Franks, Little Franks, like mini hot dogs, right?
Yep.
That and I cut up a bunch of sausage, put that into pan, a can of crushed pineapple and barbecue sauce, and just put it on there. And they rolled up and like, that was. I wish that the what happens when you wish. I wanted the pork burnt ends to turn out. They did.
Of course.
But after the fact, I was like, damn, I should have just did the freaking meatballs and the weenies. Right?
No, because now we get to redo it again and add some cholesterol to our arteries and enjoy all over.
Puppy life.
Proof.
Proof! Hey!
Oh, he listens.
Proof! Hey! Up! Proof! Hey! Hey, buddy, here.
We put one in there.
Yeah, if you want to. I think is it wise for mash?
Well, at least they can't run per se, right?
Yeah. There, he's gone. Look, she's kind of staggering there a little bit. Should I go and...
This way.
Okay. All right, so anyway, back to my original story. The I evidently suck at, and or cannot accomplish a decent pork belly burn in. So that was number one. Jeff and Judy show up. Very excited about them being here. I was out and about rushing around when they showed up, so I was not here. Can't really tell. Just trying to hear how much you can really hear them. It's probably echoing a little bit with the metal roof, I think.
Can you mute me for a minute?
Yeah. All right. I muted us both.
Oh.
And then they started back up.
Thank you. Good boy. We put him inside?
Yeah. Okay. Or change the dynamic somehow. 19 minutes.
Oi.
God damn it. Stop. Motherfucker just took my... He's pulling my headset off. God damn it.
Pinky, come on. Pinky, let's go. Pinky, come on. Pinky. Pinky.
Karen. Can do kennels. He just drove by.
See something in his mouth still.
Just dirt. Just dirt. Oh, these puppies, they have eaten. I have mentioned it, I'm sure. Karen mentioned it too before. They just eat everything. Mulch, toys, fabric, rugs.
Yeah, the landscape liner.
Wait a minute, what now?
The landscape liner.
Oh, yeah. Which I'm going to go off on a tangent. I really thought, it's almost like Mr. Carlson saying, I really thought turkeys could fly. I really thought that this was going to be a great idea, putting the playground mulch down, and it's not a good idea. It needs to be something solid. I guess for those who can't see what we're looking at, we're talking about our little courtyard area off the porch where the I do not have the John Deere harvester rim fireplace, Pitboss Waterfowl fire pit, right on the mulch. But everything else is mulch there, and yeah, I just really thought it was going to be a good idea. But yeah, the puppies, man, they eat everything.
Which, we know this, but yeah.
I guess like babies, that's exactly what they're like.
Yep.
All right, love, where am I at?
I don't know. We're talking about bird-ins. Friday night they arrived.
Yeah, I think I was going to go into it. So Jeff and Judy arrived. Yes, I was not here when they arrived, and what I missed was, it's not saying it, not saying that to you or to make you feel bad or anything, but yeah, I didn't get to see their reaction when they got to see Sage.
Yeah.
So it's all good. I think you did a video though, so I did get to see the video. But yeah, I was rushing around, just kind of catching up a few extra little things. Probably a couple more food items, bringing into the house.
I was wondering why you were taking so long. I'm like, what? I thought you were just getting like 2 things.
Well, when you walk, anyway, when I walk into a store, I'm very easily. I guess probably a really.
That was weird. I think I bent down and it rubbed on the zipper.
Yeah. Your hair stuck to it too. From the other side.
It's fine.
No, it's like you got like a football crossbar thing. No? Okay.
I don't feel it.
Okay, well, it's gone now.
Okay.
Yes, anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to speed this up. This is the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Fuel your adventure at Molly's, mymolly's.com. MYMOLLYS.com. Next up is Crabs to Go. Crabs2go.com, and unfortunately they do not ship anymore, but crabs2go.com is easily found on routes 589, actually Route 50 and 589. I always correct myself, but just want to be accurate. You want to say West Ocean City, but the zip code's Berlin, so crabs2go.com. Up next is Gunner Kennels. I won't ramble. I'm just going to say gunner.com, man's best kennel, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay. So I'm not going to go off a tangent like I normally do.
Good.
Gunnerkennels, or gunner.com, gunnerkennels.com. Next up is Duck Water Boat. Steve Hoover, thank you very much. Duckwaterboats.com. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but there's a new, not with us, but there's a new duck boat being built that I think I'm going to hear about from both sides, possibly. Mm-hmm. Anyway, duckwaterboats.com. Up next is, and we used it over the weekend, Duck Blind Bistro. It is the ultimate outdoor oven. Duckblindbistro.com. duckblindbistro.com. And again, I could tangent there about they're coming up the hump, but I won't. Duckblindbistro.com. Turtlebox. Turtleboxaudio.com. Same thing. I could say tangent off about how I use it every day, but I've been using it strong when I carve. So turtleboxaudio.com. Live loud. And what do I say? Oh, I'm about to tangent. What do I always say? It's the ultimate outdoor, or it's the ultimate Bluetooth speaker.
Outdoor radio oven.
And lastly, but not least, and we enjoyed it this morning, DirtyDuckCoffee.com. It is Dirty Duck Coffee's Pitboss's Duck Boat Dark. And, well, again, I could go off on a tangent. I'm not going to. DirtyDuckCoffee.com. All right.
Good stuff.
Got that out of the way. I'm going to take a drink. So, yes, settled in on Friday. I think, actually, you know what part of my slowness was? I went to Home Depot because Friday morning I had constructed, so in the T350, we had
the Ford Transit van.
The like I said, love, in the T350. Mm-hmm. It is four-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. We had double-stacked gunner larges, double-stacked. And to take advantage of and maximize all the space in the T350, especially the two that were double stacked in the back, because there was a good bunch ahead of them. I thought, man, if we can build this little platform and have it be wheel well height on the floor, we can first off we're gonna maximize our space up to the ceiling, and secondly we can move them over and get them over top of the wheel well, because there's a whole bunch of space there we're missing, right? So we did that. Made a little template. Yeah. And the more we looked at it, you're like, and it was your idea. Like, what if they were just, both of them were stacked back there? So against the back, so the backs of the Kent, let me try to explain this so people can understand. On the T350, there's two doors that open in the back. Mm-hmm. And we had one double stack. The back of the gunners were actually not against the doors. There's probably good, 10 inches? I guess, just the way it's designed.
Yeah.
There's a good 10 inches of airspace there. And then, you were like, man, if we could move these back here. I was like, yeah, the platform I already built, let me make that, let's call that the right-hand platform. Let me build a left-hand platform, and we'll take one board and run across it. And if I need to, I can structurally strengthen it from underneath. And let's do that. So real quick, I think we decided this on Thursday. Mm-hmm. And I love to procrastinate, right? Mm-hmm. Right? So Friday morning, I procrastinate. So about 10 o'clock I'm out there, because it didn't take long to, I already had right. All I have to do is make the opposite. So did it real quick. Got you out there. You were very helpful. That whatever that board is, that stuff is heavy. It was a piece left over.
From
piece
the
of the flooring
upstairs.
from upstairs. Of course, Wilhelm Pole Building Outfitters, thank you. And cut the piece. I remember 68 inches wide, I think, like 37 inches. Anyway, 37 by 68 by 37 or so. Got that in there. Put both kennels up there, and then it worked out really well. We did take the handles off the bottom set, so the top set would kind of sit down even more. We thought maybe it works without taking them off, but we took them off. Anyway, long story short, I ran to part of my journey before they showed up was to go to Home Depot to buy longer straps. Now you say we have straps in here, which we probably do, but I got new straps.
He loves to buy new stuff regardless.
I love hardware stores.
I know.
It's cool stuff in there. You can make things.
Well, we have so much stuff.
I did buy, what would I call those? Eye bolts. Yeah, I bought eye bolts. I have not used those yet. And so, where am I going with this? Friday evening, before the Scoter's first hunt test on Saturday, we went out there, and I know we messed around with that. Jeff was in there. We all kind of worked together and got it all, got them all cranked down. So the double stack set were tight, good to go there. 3 dogs in 3 of them, puppies in 1 of them, and we took a little gunner and just put it inside, like behind the front kind of driver's seat there or so. And that's where the other 2 went.
Yep.
And then Jeff and Judy were in charge of Sage.
Yep.
Sage and Sawyer. So That was Friday night. Got up early Saturday morning, ran Bower North, Greenwood, Delaware. It was the First State Retriever Club's AKC Retriever Club First State.
First State Retriever Club.
Yeah, smooth that out for me, can you? Please, I'll take another drink.
Early spring, AKC hunt test. They also had a senior and a master that weekend too. But
yeah, the master was going on. The senior was on Sunday. But it was Scoter's first. She has not had a lot of mallard. She had a lot of bumpers and a lot of Scoter, but she had not had a lot of mallard. And so much so, the first hunt test training day, well, not hunt test, but the first training, yeah, we could say hunt test training day, with First State, the first mark, she went out and they threw a duck. She wouldn't pick it up. Like, fuck. Yeah. All right, what do you want us to do? And the guy's like, I said, yeah, toss a bumper. So bumper, and she brought it back. So it was a triple, but I ran them as singles. So second gun, or they asked before it goes off, do you want a bird or a bumper? I was like, no, I'm here to train. I want a bird, please. They were all dead. Bird goes out. She goes out there. Was much better. Took her a little bit. She picked it up and brought it back. Third one, bird. She runs out, picks it up. Like she knew what she was doing. So the mallard aspect of the hunt test was concerning me. So I grabbed one of those from the training day, froze it, kind of getting a little on the older side, thaw, froze. And but anyway, threw it out there for her early in the morning on the backside here. And the first time she just kind of went out like, God, come on, man. Like, you're killing me. She just was like looking at it but up, hey, and, kind of swinging it around. By the end of it all, she was picking it up good. Matter of fact, I even took it with us because I wanted her, before I got her out, I showed it to her. Actually tossed it a couple times. This is what you're picking up, Scoter. So please, when you go out there, this is what you're supposed to be picking up, right? So I definitely was nervous. Why should I be for a junior? I don't know, but I definitely was nervous.
Well, a lot of effort.
Yeah. She was dog number 5. We ended up running like 12 or 13, and that messed me up because I was prepared. Went and watched the test dog, going to come back, get her, and go. And like, no, we're, you're right after the rebird. And then by the time all that happened, like we kept kind of.
People just keep reshuffling.
Yeah, kind of kept getting bumped down. So anyway, eventually I just walked up there. And I think the marshal may have been. But there was nobody behind me. It's like, then you're going to have nobody here, right? So anyway, she did a really good job on the land series. Yes?
She did.
Yeah, that was good. I pull my sleeves as she comes back, so I'm like, I'm ready to catch this bird, right? I'm ready to get it. It's something I was really worried about. She had covered. She had no issue. And not to be cocky, but and maybe as we go along here, I might try to have her, because if she drops it, I'm sure I can get her to pick it up. But maybe I will kind of have her come in, hold it, heel, and like kind of more deliver it to me versus me just grabbing it as she runs by.
Well,
right?
she does that now in training, though.
Yeah. But again, like hunt, that's the different animal, right? So I didn't want to get dinged. Coot, my very first dog, my very first hunt test. That's what I tried to have her come back and do. And she came back, spit that bird out, locked on the flyer. For whatever reason, they shot the flyer second. Actually, that's what they did there, too. Dead bird first, flyer second. But, yeah, she came back, spit that bird out, and, like, locked on the flyer. I couldn't get her to pick that thing up for nothing. So I didn't want to repeat that. And that was my worry with Rye, too.
No, it was a flyer first, a dead bird second.
No, dead bird first, flyer second.
Okay.
Dead bird out of the hedge, and then the flyer was...
sorry. Yep, yeah. You are right.
I'm not about me being right, but that's the way it went down. Yeah. So the thing I was worried about was no issue. But she has not had a true watermark.
No.
And it was on like Tuesday, Wednesday with all the pollen. You're like, hey, just take them swimming somewhere. So I tried to find a boat ramp, and they were all nasty. I finally found one, and I was just basically throwing. It was Rye and Scoter running back and forth. She kept throwing bumpers for her, and that was truly. I can't even call that a watermark, but like she really has not had a watermark. So is that me being my ego or arrogant or what?
Just rolling the dice.
Well, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, she very well could have just refused. but she, just her instincts kicked in. So I know her training.
All right. I want your version of how the water series went.
I can't because I was blocked. I couldn't see. You can tell from the video I couldn't see.
You couldn't hear all the whistles and stuff?
I'm videoing. I'm in the video. It sucks. I hate doing that.
You're in the video mode?
I want to just watch and without having to hold it down phone to video everything.
Well, let me tell you this. In this case, the water series was maybe best you couldn't really concentrate because... Okay, so we'll set this up. We are out on a small point. To our right, the first bird is thrown right to left to the tip of that point. So she has to jump off our point, swim, get out, and pick the bird up. The second bird is on another point to our left, thrown left to right, and it's just a nice splash. Mm-hmm. And if they were both splashes, no problem, right? Mm-hmm. I succumbed to two things. First off, the guy that ran before me, because they said you can run anywhere you want to run up here. It doesn't matter. So I could have went right to the edge of the point. So basically, the water is 2 feet away from her or a foot away from her, right? But I knew I watched the guy in front of me, and I know you're behind me, and I wanted to get this nice, like I have of you running Rye in the last series or her last junior hunt test, her fourth one. Mm-hmm. Just this nice jump and that's what I was looking for. So I'm going to give her some running room to jump. Bird goes off. They say dog. I say Scoter. And she kind of gets to the edge of the water and kind of goes, honestly, in my eyes, goes kerplunk because she went in. I think the second, remember the double that you and I ran up in Mount Ararat, Cecil County? I think that Scoter Rye did that where she kind of went in and went under. I thought.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
That's what Scoter did. She jumped in and almost because she just kind of kerplocked.
Yeah.
Kerplocked, whatever. And she just went under. Oh my goodness. Now because I let her run to the water, she's already cheating. So now, the mark is to the left. She's actually running to the gun. So she swims across, gets out, and now she's at the gun.
Yeah.
Goes in the holding blind. I'm thinking, oh my God, if she pulls a bird out, right?
Yes.
But eventually, she got out to the point. She picks the bird up. Now, she's got to get back in the water.
Yeah, she looks up at you. I remember that. She looks over at you and I'll just go around that way then.
Yeah, she was going to, if I didn't, I think she would have ran all the way around and not got wet back, right? Yeah. So, luckily, we have been running pattern blinds with her. And I was like, tweet, 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 here. I wasn't yelling here, but I was tweet, tweet, tweet. Maybe I did yell here.
I think you did.
Did I? Yeah.
I think.
Probably in an intimidating way or fashion. I usually do 3 tweets. She was about to run and went tweet, 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 and I did a fourth one, and she sat. I think she thought I blew the sit whistle.
Yeah.
I'm here. So anyway, it was a little work for her to decide where she's going to get in the water. She came back. I was oh my Lanta, and the woman judge made a comment about, she really likes the water.
Well, she actually does.
Yeah, but there she didn't. Yeah. So anyway, line her back up. She gets the left bird thrown from left to right. Just a nice splash. Goes out there, gets it. And coming back, she kind of cheated a little bit. If I'm in my words, cheated. She didn't come to me. She was going. She wasn't really going to cheat, but it's she wasn't coming. It was almost like she was going to the judges of the holding blind that were to my left.
Okay.
Right? And she got out. She did drop the bird. I said, fetch. And, I was oh, my goodness. This has not been a good water series for us. And now she's going to drop the bird, and she's not going to pick it up. But anyway, picked it up fine. And they said, great job. So that was her first pass.
Yep.
So
3 more to go.
Your thoughts, comments, questions?
No, it was a lot of fun.
Well, now I know that you don't like filming them.
No, it's always been the case.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just that you're kind of watching life through a screen and you're not getting to just watch.
Well, again, it was not necessarily the best. After the fact, I even said that. We sit down and that was far from a great water series. Land, man, she was boom, boom. Come back, I was yes. Water, I kind of did this as I went by everybody.
Oh, she did it.
She did it, but I was just not. That was not. That was not.
Well, we weren't entirely prepared, but again, she did it. So
I did tell Jeff that. I said, yeah. I said, Jeff, we haven't run a real watermark. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, just, timing and...
Well, like you said, it's just, now you know what you have to work on, right?
Yeah, 100%. So we did Saturday, come back, and that's when I didn't hear the snap, but that's when evidently she broke her foot. Is there a foot?
Yeah, it's kind of like
tell
it.
me.
It's just under her stifle, so like
Right.
her ankle, just under her ankle.
Okay. But like on the... So dogs... I text this, I think, to Jeff and Paulie. Like, the dog's leg really is like our leg, right?
Yeah.
It's similar but different, but similar, right? But they have a knee, the ankle, and like they're kind of walking on
Like the
toes.
The toes.
Their
yeah.
heel is elevated.
Yep.
Right? And that's what I was trying to tell them, that I did send a picture. I did send a picture of the... Excuse me about that, sorry. That was George Williams. He's in Ocean City. Or he wants his decoy bag.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's out there. It's out there. Anyway. So yeah, a dog's rear leg is like our leg, except they're kind of walking on their toes.
Yep.
Right? So the break, the two fractures are forward of her... I didn't know there was a joint there, but forward of her ankle towards her toes.
Yep.
Yeah. But we did not really know that until we got the x-ray at Pet's ER and kind of inconclusive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then, we found out, once... What was it? What day is it today?
Today is Thursday.
So Wednesday morning, you noticed a bump on the outside of her ankle, or just below her ankle. So we didn't realize where the problem was from the x-ray at Pet's ER, because the x-ray was not taken low enough.
Well, the uneducated eye did.
Okay.
No?
Okay.
That's where I thought it looked different.
Okay.
Like you were telling me, look higher up the leg. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's just... Puppies have growth plates, so it looks like you're looking at a jigsaw puzzle, because all these growth plates, everything looks like a fracture.
Yeah, it does.
And it depends on... When you're looking at it, if you're doing a comparison of each limb, on if they're not identically placed, it can be very difficult to, know what the heck is broken, what doesn't look right. It's just it is a tough call.
I agree. Again, the only difference I really saw, like, it just looked like... it did not look bigger to me, but like maybe the separations looked a little bit bigger.
More fragmented, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
But it was the, whenever it was that morning. Yesterday morning?
I think it was the morning. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it was Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning that you noticed it. It's all a blur.
It really is. All I know is that it usually, if I get up, I just want to get up and get out of bed. So I came out.
Must have been Tuesday morning, actually, because that's when we called for the appointment.
Right. And that's when we canceled.
The other one.
Yeah. Right. 100%. But yeah, just like as she, in kind of like the low light situation of all four of them, when she walked away, I was like, holy moly. I was like, there it is. Like, it's just swollen, like, it was almost like it was orange, like those bumpers in front of me. Like, wow, there it is. Like, there it is.
Yep.
And when you woke up, I was like, I know where it's broken.
Yep.
Or I know where the issue is.
Yep.
And you laid her down and looked at it. So.
Oh, yeah, it was very clear.
Yeah. You want to say what it is? Because I can't say.
I would have to read the report, to be honest with you.
But there were the word fracture. So is fracture less than a break?
I mean, it wasn't a compound fracture where it's a complete bust through the bone. It's kind of just fragmented.
Fracture is broken.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking. I don't know.
Yeah, fractured is broken.
I know a lot of things. I don't know that.
Yeah. So anyway, we went yesterday, had it re-x-rayed, and yeah, you can kind of pretty, again, uneducated eyes. We're not doctors, we're not specialists, obviously, but yes, they could the doctor could tell that the issue. Sent the x-rays out for review by a specialist, and they did their, specialist jargon into exactly what was seen. Concerns that, may need orthopedic review, which we're kind of waiting on at this point to see if it's a surgical intervention or if it's just going to be rest. And being a puppy, puppies do heal very quickly, thankfully. And, is she going to be okay and still be able to potentially perform, long term? So,
because ultimately the only reason we did this breeding was to keep a female.
Yep.
Who happens to be the first one out, red collar, who is a mash.
Yep, right. It's the mash dog, yep, which we had kind of made our decision at about 4 weeks, which puppy we were going to keep. We had eyes on her pretty much all along.
We or Jeff did?
You and I.
Okay, good.
You did,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we pretty much knew which one we're going to keep. And
now we
got this.
I was being smart. Yeah. I made the decision.
So we're kind of heartbroken. We feel bad for her because she's missing out on some good puppy play. But she's handling it really well, really well.
Yeah, she is.
So, yeah, we're both, I should say, maybe I can't speak for you, but we're both really kind of bummed and down about it.
Well, I'll use the word depressed.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, somewhere in there, whatever day, probably, so Saturday, that happened. We go to Pet's ER, we come back, Jeff and Judy stayed here, hung out with Gam, the pups, dogs, everybody come back. And Sunday, big shattered space alien just went through. Sunday, I don't think Sunday because they were still here. I think I wasn't in the best of moods, but
yeah, Monday was the big.
Yeah, Monday. So all right. So the Jeff and Judy story is hung out. Jeff brought some awesome PEI mussels down. We did mussels and Jimmy Hahn scallops. Jimmy did take, I guess, the number 2. Pup out.
Orange pup. Yep.
Yeah, orange pup. And originally his name was Stag, but that name didn't go over well with everyone, so his name is now Gaff. So Gaff is hopefully doing well. But we did get scallops from him, so we did bacon wrap scallops, actually you heated up some of those freaking burnt pork belly ends, which they tasted good.
Yeah.
We were chewing on them.
Yeah.
It's almost kind
of
like pork jerky.
Yeah, very much.
Well, they weren't as good as they could have been, but they still were halfway good. Right. When we did that, we got our fill of hockey playoffs. And then Monday morning, Jeff and Judy were off, and I think Monday evening is when I really, I guess, do you want me to be honest?
My eyes just rolled, if you can't tell.
Well, if you want me to be honest with you, I was worried that it was more like ACL stuff, more ligament stuff, not a broken bone, because at the point we didn't really still know, right? The X-ray didn't really show anything broken, but her leg was definitely like floppy, and I'm like thinking, man. So I don't know if it was on Monday afternoon. It probably was on Monday afternoon. I started calling around like MRI would be the way to get it done, right? So I was like, I started calling, find who can do this. It's a knee, and I guess I talked myself into that it was her ACL, MCL, ACL, whatever, in the knee. CCL. I'm sorry, ligament, not a broken bone. So actually, if you want to say, on Tuesday, I was actually relieved just a little bit
that it was something that could be repairable.
Well, I could see where it's not like like there's this bulge, right? Like the swelling. Whatever, inflammation that, I was like, okay.
Oh, you were relieved that it was swollen.
Yes. So, okay, it's not her knee. Because I was worried it was her knee, right? So it's not her knee, it's in her foot. Not that, it's free and clear, but it's not her knee ligaments. That's what I was really worried about.
Honestly, didn't know which would be worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because I assumed it was a broken bone when it got swollen.
Right. Yeah, but, there's... You think that a ligament injury is worse than a fracture of where this particular fracture is?
Love, I'm thinking in dollar bills. I mean, sincere.
Well, we haven't got the CT done yet. I was looking up prices. We're looking at $2,500.
Love, do you know what an ACL in a lab is?
Yeah.
What? How much is it?
for rehab, everything all said and done, you're probably pushing it $10,000.
No. Nope. Back in the early 2000s.
Oh, way back, yeah.
That was $20,000.
What? No, you're on crack.
I am not.
Nah.
Freaking Diamond's father had it done. He had, what's the TPLO? Yep. And they did, it was I can't remember the vet. It was a vet in North Carolina. It was a $20,000 bill.
Okay. Cha-ching.
Rex Bell's preacher had it done, except he did not do the full bore, because the full bore is like they do the, when I say full bore, the full treatment is they do rehab and everything where it's like on a water, they're not swimming, but it's like the horse thing where they're on this water treadmill.
Underwater treadmill.
Yeah, that whole deal. And it was I will say in 2002, that was $20,000. So what would it be today?
Okay. I've never heard that number in the most recent years. So even our friend who recently had his dog done at the specialty place over in Annapolis, it was $8,000.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
You know, again,
well,
they sold them the premium package, maybe.
Maybe. Well, there goes Scott. He didn't beat Talkie Fiber. Mm-hmm. My feelings are hurt. But
yeah, I don't know. I hope we don't ever have to walk that path. But
all right. Well, regardless, I thought that the TPLO was more expensive. That's all.
Oh, it is.
Okay. Well, that's why I was like, okay, it's not her knee.
Right.
I was relieved.
Oh, more expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
More expensive than potentially a plate.
Yeah.
For a puppy. Okay.
Is it not?
I don't know.
Well.
Hopefully, we don't have to find out.
Well, we're not going to.
All right, so if anyone's listening their dog has had a CCL repair or TPLO, how much did you pay? Just curious. Because we just signed the pups up a little too late, but signed the pups up for an accident policy with Pets Best. It's $9 a month. They'll pay up to $10,000. So, curious.
All right. So, I don't want to look at those pictures. Ugh. If you recall, I had a bunch of what are those little that lead right there? What's that called?
Slip lead.
Yeah. So do you remember I had a bunch in the old topper, and I think you brought them in and hung them in like the washer dryer room at Pintail?
Slip leads?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all had that the surgeon that I'm talking about, mm-hmm. they all had his, like, he was the top guy in the country.
Okay.
Or at least on the East Coast. I just Googled that. TPLO surgery in North Carolina is too broad. Lots of places coming up.
Okay.
How about this? Let me do this. Talk amongst yourself, please.
No. Anyway. You're just trying to make the point that you're right.
No, I'm not. I know, because to me it was like freaking expensive.
Well, yeah.
Oh, my Lanta. This one says $3,000 to $8,000. I'm telling you, freaking high-tech CEO Gates, it was $20,000.
But again, I mean, was it? So it's $20,000 if you do the surgery and the dog stays here and we rehab it for you.
Yeah. Well, you want a turnkey when you get the dog, right?
Okay.
You want him good to go.
All right. Well, okay. That's not just the surgery then. That's months of treatment. That's like 3 months of treatment then.
Well, all right.
All right. Where were you going with this?
I have no idea.
All right. So anyway, we have this fractured bone right below her ankle, her stifle.
All I know is I was depressed on Monday, very depressed. Mm-hmm. You said we were sad. I'm telling you, I was depressed.
Yeah.
And actually, when I saw the bump on the swollenness, or whatever you want to call it, on Tuesday morning, I felt a little bit better. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. So, anyway, we are waiting to find out hopefully the doctor is able to speak to a surgeon that can review everything that's been done thus far with her x-rays and the report, and, decide what route we have or what our options are, because we want her to be okay.
We do. I just think if possibly if they want to take those 2 chips out.
Right. Yeah.
Well, what do I know?
Right. No, we just, yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully no surgery. That's really what I'm
Well,
hoping.
I'm on board with that too. So.
But anyway, we have been hit hard over the last month with vet bills. Hard.
I think we've been hit hard with just bills in general. Period.
Oh yeah, truck bill. Oof.
The whole turbo thing. That I still think about that. Needed to be done, but that's still like that's something that at 3 a.m. when I wake up in bed that I lay and I can't get back to sleep because I think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just unavoidable costs of living and, doing business kind of thing. So anyway, I think we need a good accountant, to be honest, so we can have them figure out how we can maximize our write-offs. Because this stuff gets messy. Anyway, what's next?
Jeff and Judy got home with Sage, safe and sound. And it looks like Sage is doing pretty good. Actually, it seems to be that really... So, let's see. Let's do the order that they left. George's Blue Cane looks like he's doing really well. He's posted on Instagram many different times, and it looks like he's doing really well.
Yep.
Right? So.
Yep. He's growing like a horse.
Yeah. So, well, first, and I want to rewind and say, man, except for Pinky number 9 being a little bit on the small side, he was full of himself, and they really were all nice dogs, right?
Yeah.
So that's where he was number 1 to leave. Then Blackie, Rocky,
Mr. Rocky.
yeah.
He was gray, and then he went to black.
Yeah, just because the collars.
Colors,
We want to make sure 100% we can tell them apart. That's how Pinky got pink. He was not pink from the beginning.
No.
Pink collar was just happened to be on the bottom, which was a good color. Obviously, it's very easy to see. Well, maybe it's not obvious, but to us, it's very easy to see. He went to a great home, and we've seen a couple pictures from him.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Yep. Very much loved, and he's going to be a boat dog when they go on their fishing trips.
Freshwater. Brackish, like rivers off Chesapeake Bay.
Yep.
And then I guess Gaff was the next to leave, right?
I think so, yeah.
So I just heard...
Oh, no. Was it Maisie?
Look at this real quick, because I heard it.
Okay. Ooh. We're good there.
You sure?
Yep. 59. Yep, it's still going up.
Okay. I just heard... Doo-doo.
Yeah, it was my watch.
Oh, all right. 59. My
Minutes.
Lanta.
Yeah.
My Lanta.
Well, corralling puppies and whatnot.
That's true. Gaff, we have not heard about.
Not a whole lot. Yeah,
but let's assume he's good.
Yeah, the owner is busy fishing right now. So.
100%. That's where the scalps came from.
Yep.
Then who was next?
Maisie.
Oh, yes.
Maisie, I think, was before.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. So Maisie left right after...
Little sweet Maisie.
Yeah, she left after Rocky.
Yep.
Later, yeah. So, and it looks like that she's doing really well.
Yeah, brown female.
Yep.
Yeah, she was just an absolute... Oh my gosh, little melt your heart puppy.
Not that it was a contest, but if we were giving out any awards, I would say that she definitely was Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Did I say it correctly?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, she was just had the best little personality on her, and
Yeah.
definitely. Every at least with me, every morning when I came out, she just sat and looked up at you.
First one to greet you.
Yeah. Like, oh, can you love on me, please? Can you love on me, please?
Yeah, super sweet. But yeah, Maisie has gone to an awesome home, and I think owner and pup are going to be well bonded.
So we have Blue, Cane. We have Black, Rocky. We have Brown, Maisie. We have Orange, Gaff. We have Green, Sage.
Yep.
So my math is not good, but I think that leaves 4 puppies.
Yes, it does.
So what's happened with those 4 puppies?
So we, Jeff and I decided that we will obviously keep in MASH.
I was going to say, let's rewind and say number 1, MASH. So
Mash.
that's dog number 6. So we definitely were keeping MASH.
Yep. So
All right.
MASH, the red female, we had decided on well a long time ago. So then second, it was like, well, if he gets to pick one, guess what? I get to pick one. So,
which I had no issue with.
Yep. No, but we definitely had eyes on Black or Rocky for a good while.
Formerly known as Weller.
But I kind of was bonding with Purple, who is now known as Mr. Proof, 107 Proof.
As in 107.
Yep, 107 Proof. So, and he, to me, has a similar personality to Maisie. He's very much a people dog, and we're not sure about his retrieving ability yet. He does.
He can retrieve.
He does. But he's going to be a great dog also.
So you say this is, and you knew Booger too, but like he reminds me of Booger.
Yeah. Yep.
Just a big old, like, lovable guy.
Yep.
I'll retrieve for you.
Yeah.
But I just want to, can you love on me too?
Yep. And he's super laid back. So proof, if you can't find him, he's in the gunner kennel taking a power nap. We
leave the doors open and they just freely get in there and just, man, this is where I'm happy to be in here.
Yeah, I keep telling Jeff that he's growing so fast, he just needs to go have a nap. So.
Yep. I said, where'd he go? She says, he's growing. He's growing right now. He had to go lay down so he can go grow. Which he is getting big.
Oh, he's huge. Yep. Yeah, he's very big.
So that's 7. So then we have 2 other ones, 8 and 9. Where are they going?
So 8 and 9 would be, number 9 is Pinky, of course. But then we have Mr. Yellow, who, imagine calling a dog Yellow. It really kind of sucked. Pinky works. Like, Pinky Boy,
Yeah.
He just...
When he was little.
That's just his name, and it always will be for us. But Yellow obviously does not work. So we're like, heck, man, we just need to come up with a name. And you were calling him the Colonel, which I just hated.
So
I'm
the
like,
Colonel.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, no.
No, I'm thinking about straight bourbon whiskey, the Colonel. Come on, Colonel, get in here.
No, I hated it. I'm like, come on. You and I, we've always kind of agreed on the dog's name. We needed to come up with something else. And we dug around, and then Jeff was like... and every so often I get hung on wanting to call him Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh.
I don't know why.
First off, I want to say this is how I wear on you.
Yeah. So, say what you call him.
Elmer T. And you're like, what? You're going to call him Elmer Fudd? No, Elmer T.
Yeah.
Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah, which I have never heard of. So, we had to, of course, I had to look that up.
I hope I lived to be 94 years old. Born in 1919, died in passed away, maybe I should say, in 2013. Do you say somebody dies or pass away? Does it matter?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's all the same difference.
He left. Oh, my Lanta.
So
Crazy Geese, that's not good. Go ahead.
So it is, and it's kind of a dorky name. I'm sorry, Mr. Poe. Mr. Lee, I'm sorry.
Time out. Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
Elmer. Edgar, Elmer, what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Mr. Lee.
It's Mr. T.
I know, but I'm sorry to Mr. Lee for saying...
Oh, a dorky name?
Yes.
No, it was Elmer's, that's the time period. Right?
So, anyway. Elmer Lee.
Elmer T.
Elmer T. Freak.
And he knows...
Why is she calling me now?
I don't know. Let's finish this thing. All right. Let's finish this thing?
Yeah.
Situation averted?
Yeah. Darn furniture destroyers.
Well, it is old furniture.
Yep.
But what do they really like to do? Since probably about 4 weeks old.
They chew on the corner of the couch and they shoot a hole through the darn thing. It's a leather couch.
All that foam
Our
too.
fault, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, all right. So Elmer T. Lee.
Yes.
Where's Elmer T. Lee going?
Apparently, he's staying with us. Because we're suckers for punishment. Oh, man.
Stop.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna. I need you here to tell the story.
All right.
Once again, we're good.
Elmer T. Lee. Yes.
All right, Elmer T. Lee. Where's Elmer T. Lee? Oh, so you said we're a sucker for dogs, but come on. Pinky got colic, which we've talked about, I think, in the past.
Yes.
He got whatever he got, as well as Kane and Elmer. All 3 of them had it.
Yep.
And Elmer came out of it maybe the slowest, right? Like he just kind of ate lethargically. Everybody else devoured their food. He would just kind of pick and graze. And
yeah.
So anyway, we're getting close. And maybe 4 days ago now, we did a video. Mm-hmm. Hey, we got to give him a retrieval. We got him in there. He's retrieving. I said, he needs a good home. Mm-hmm. That afternoon, if somebody said, hey, I'll take him, guess what? What? Mm-hmm. He'd have been out of here.
Yeah.
right? The next day I do the same thing outside. I was like, Karen, like this guy is a retrieving machine. Is he not?
Yeah, he really is.
I'm biased, yes. But I'm telling you, from that first video, if somebody said they wanted him, which a couple days prior, somebody from Philadelphia said, hey, like, I said, we got one left because we were going to keep Pinky, right?
Yeah.
We were keeping 3 anyway. Is that true?
Me reluctantly.
Love, were we keeping 3?
Well, I don't think I really have a choice now.
No, were we going to keep 3?
No, we were going to keep 2.
And then you're just like, oh, Pinky, we'll keep Pinky.
No. We both were just like, what are we going to do with Pinky? How are we going to handle this? Should we, then we're worried about going to Canada. No, I was never 100% on board with keeping 3.
Okay.
Just because I'm the one that likes
practical.
to worry about money.
So in this case, I'm the bad influence.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in this case, it's a good bad influence. All that said, because in my mind we were keeping Pinky, and then so that's part of my thing too. In amongst my little like weirdness of my mental state, I'm thinking so. We were keeping Pinky, but now we're getting rid of Pinky, but now we're going to keep another dog instead of Pinky. And you're like, well, I know you really want a retriever. He's a fucking retriever.
Yeah, he really is.
Huh?
Yeah.
At least at 9 weeks old, 8 weeks, 9 weeks old, man, he's right. And we can't see Mash right now, so we don't know. We saw her prior to her getting injured. She was
a lot of potential. Yeah.
In the hallway. She'd fire down there and kind of she'd be growling and making noises at it before she picked it up, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, I just think he's definitely got. Oh, there she. Let's go try to get him to follow her. Yeah, he's at the moment, and it definitely can change. But he definitely, I said definitely twice. At the moment, he definitely has the potential, and that could all change.
Yep.
But.
Yep. Just like Skoda.
How's that, love?
She has a lot of potential, but then today changed. You got mad with her.
I did not abuse her.
No. You got frustrated.
Did I yell at her?
Frustrated is a better.
In all of my dogs I've ever had, I would much rather yell at them and cuss them than, although they all have electric collar on them. I'd rather pressure them and intimidate them with my voice or my being versus me hitting a button.
Sure.
She got nicked a bunch today. She did.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if I was going to have a brain aneurysm anytime in the last month, this morning would have been the time. And then you're like, do you want to train the puppies? After all that.
Oh, well.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you wanted to do.
That's what I did want to do. So I had to really take a deep breath. Yeah, take a deep breath and basically no. Yeah, basically both. Now, Elmer T was he won this morning's training session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did great.
And it's when I say that, please, if anybody's listening, it's not about winning. It's kind of the old joke about when you train, like who won. And but it's not about that. I don't, I've always wanted my guys to do well, regardless. But I'm just saying, if you were sitting there watching and from a distance, you're like, who did better? Elmer T did better, and that's the trend. He's done better.
Yeah.
Proof definitely likes to retrieve, but kind of like I won't say on his own terms, but he.
Yeah.
My great example was I was throwing. We did not have the gunner bumpers. I left. Actually, here it is, and this is the one I was looking for. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the one I was looking for this morning because I thought it was in the back of the van.
Okay.
But anyway, luckily had the paint roller in there too. So we're doing the paint roller. Throwing it, bringing it back. Even Paulie kind of commented, "Hey, time to put a rope on him." I was like, "Yeah." Like, Skoda was like 10 weeks old. Like she came right back. Remember, she came. So I started throwing hard bumpers. That's when she got stupid and ran away. Right?
Yeah.
She always
make
came.
it a game.
Yeah, she always came back. So I was like, "Hey, these guys are going to like come back to me, come back to us," which they kind of sort of. Since I've been watching a little bit of hockey, I feel like I'm the freaking goalie. Like, which way are they going? So I got to catch them. So anyway, did really well. Yes, Elmer T did a little bit better throwing the bumper, me throwing the bumper away, but again, proof did a good job. But then, yeah, how'd you go out? I'm glad you went out because I was going to go out and throw. Hey, let's do a little throw of a bumper kind of thing.
Yeah, because you want to incorporate the whistle, which I have not really used.
Yeah, no. So I started to put it on you. I was like, here's the whistle. And you go, no, let me go do it. So anyway, I'm rambling. Again, freaking Elmer T went out there and like kind of, not that we want to say hammers the mark, but like runs out there with authority, picks that thing up and runs back with authority. And yes, Proof did the same thing, just a little more gingerly. Plus, when he brought it back, he decided to stop between us. And I'm just going to sit here with a paint roller in my mouth. Yeah. It's going to be on Instagram if you want to go check it out.
And look just between you and me, like, do I go to him or her?
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and hold the paint roller for a while. I just sat there as pretty as could be on this little bit of a hill. Yeah. Just sat there. I'm going to hang out with my paint bumper, my paint roller, my paint bumper.
It was kind of cute in a frustrating way.
Well, it's just
like, dude, come over here.
So real quick, I talked about intimidation, right? So I went from like, if you listen to the video, like I kind of went angry at him a little bit, of like kind of gave him
proof.
Proof.
Yeah,
get here. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Hey, puppy, you know, I went high pitch on him. Eventually, he did kind of run back with it. But it was just like, that was like so strange. And yeah, plenty of people can say, hey, you know, a 9-week-old puppy, this is not the training you should be doing, which I don't care. Right?
We're just having fun.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, we have no expectations at all. We just want them to have fun.
Well, I have high expectations for them, love. But
well, in long term, but not,
but just want them to have fun, and it's part of it. Yeah, and possibly could we be teaching them a habit of like not coming back to us, but we'll remedy that. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
As they get bigger. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to happen very long.
Nope.
But yeah, we're just trying to let them be puppies, have fun, and you know.
And they are, as they're out there wrestling.
Two of them, was it Pinky and Proof?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're kind of chewing on each other. All right, love, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're still watching on YouTube and or listening on any of the other, as I get distracted, any of the other platforms that you can listen to this, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Love, you want to say anything? All right, this has been the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Fuel your adventure at Molly's Place, mymollys.com, MYMOLLYS.com. Up next, Dirty Duck Coffee, dirtyduckcoffee.com. Duck boat bark. Bark. Duck boat dark. I'm going to leave that in there, love, because I don't care. Do I care? Yes, I do.
Of course you can.
I don't care what people say.
Okay.
I don't. Do I?
No.
Okay, thank you. DirtyDuckCoffee.com. Up next, Turtle Box Audio. TurtleBoxAudio.com. I still think it should be the ultimate Bluetooth speaker, but live louder. Next, Duck Blind Bistro. As Proof just tried to bite Pinky's tail and took the face plant into the ground out there. DuckBlindBistro.com. It is the ultimate outdoor oven. Next, Punishing Docks and Rocks. I don't say that much.
No.
Punishing Docks and Rocks. Duckwater Boats. Duckwaterboats.com. We are in the Ocean 32 with the Suzuki 350 and Duo prop. I have not asked you that in a long time. No. Love up. There's Pinky. He came into you. Up next, Gunner Kennels. Gunner.com. We didn't get into talking about what we're doing with the T350.
Are you surprised?
Well, I do ramble. Well, we did talk about how I can't go off on a tangent. Next time we'll talk about the bigger plans for the T350. Right now there's 4, but we'll talk about what's happening there. Gunner.com, man's best kennel. And lastly, well, I can't say it's last because they're not last. Crabs to Go, crabstogo.com, easily found on the corner of Route 50 and 589, West Ocean City I saw 2 hummingbirds. West Ocean City and or Berlin. Lastly, but not least, I didn't say Whaleyville Wagon Tails earlier.
That's okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's going on a little working vacation here. So.
Yes, yeah, we need to talk about that maybe. Actually, we did last time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, but Ruckus is coming in tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. WhaleyvilleWagonTails.com. And Pitboss Waterfowl, there's actually 7, I booked 3 yesterday. So there's 7 days left in the 2024-25 season. And we are currently booking in the 25-26 Maryland Sea Duck season, Maryland Duck season. So if you'd like to get on board, if there's any specific dates that you want, please feel free to reach out to us. So, all right. We good to go?
I think so.
All right. I appreciate you doing this. I know sometimes you have sunglasses on right now. Pinky's at your feet. You have sunglasses on right now, so when nobody can see you roll your eyes. There's nothing.
Probably a good thing.
All right. I guess that's it. Until next time, as always, thanks for following along and thinking of you we are.